What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Rob Squad Movie Reactions. We are so pumped to be checking out the movie we have today because it's something we are both very interested in. But before we get to all of that, you guys that have been here for a while probably wondering, like, hey, what's been up with the movies? Here in Oklahoma, it's been spring break, so we got to spend some extra time with our kids. Got to go have fun, but movies will be back on track, starting with this one here. But today, we have a very, very good one. Tell them what we got.
All right, y'all. So we are watching the movie Arrival. I kind of did it again. Y'all know how I go down my rabbit holes. I watch the documentaries. I read the articles. I'm on an alien kick, y'all. I watched a real... right now, I'm watching a great documentary. It's called Moment of Contact. I found it on Amazon Prime. But it is fantastic. I was like, let's find another alien, extraterrestrial type of movie. We have a lot of suggestions for it because you guys know we dig it, and we chose Arrival today.
Not to mention, we got stuck watching Ancient Aliens for like 3.5 hours the other day. So we're like, oh man,
I think that's what started it. I didn't realize what put me down the rabbit hole, but now that you say that, yeah, that is what caused the next chain of events to happen, was that.
But we're ready to jump right into it for you newbies here. Guys, help us out by liking the video, hitting that subscribe button, and turning on that post notification bell. As always, you guys are here with your boy Jay.
Hey y'all, you're also here with your girl Amber.
And we are ready to watch the movie Arrival. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go.
Let's go.
A strange thing. It doesn't work like I thought it did. We are so bound by time, by its order.
Oh my goodness.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
That feeling of holding your baby for the first...
Oh. I remember moments in the middle.
Oh, it's starting to so sweet.
And this was the end.
No.
Come back to me.
One thing that would instantly breaks me in movies.
Instantly.
Children, motherhood.
But now I'm not so sure I believe in beginnings and endings. There are days that define your story beyond your life, like
This
the day
woman.
they arrived.
We've seen her in something. I'm good with faces, terrible with names.
Good morning. Where is everyone? Okay, well, let's get...
Yeah, that's an empty classroom.
Apparently touched down 40 minutes ago just north of I-94. We're waiting to hear if this is perhaps an experimental vessel or... hold on.
I just can't imagine that feeling of hearing that news.
Like this have landed at as many as 8 other locations around the world. Yes?
Remember in Signs how they landed all around the world?
Mm.
Yeah, that's fear.
So class is dismissed.
Because naturally, we're afraid of what we don't understand. No matter what, we don't know what they're here for. Naturally, your first feeling's gonna be fear. Dang.
Oh shoot, that scared me.
She's walking so calmly and there's just chaos. Gosh, it's loud.
Why not just one?
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
What do you do besides like just sit and wait?
Tell you those people are idiots. Yeah, well, do I sound nervous? Okay, exactly. So, me? Yeah, you know me. I'm about the same. Mom, I'm fine. Okay, I'll call you later.
But if there's like an invasion or something happens in the world, I don't want all them windows, right? You gotta be able to board it up.
That if it is a kind of vessel, it may be unmanned. Regardless, we have a protocol for scenarios like this.
Like literally the whole world going crazy.
I don't trust our protocol for things like this, though. A lot of this has been hidden. Look how dead the campus is.
She's still showing up to work.
No, I just realized that she did.
With as many as 5,000 National Guard deployed to the state of Montana alone. Borders are closed and flights have been grounded, stranding millions of travelers. Panic buying of gas, water, and food continues to escalate.
And like just Montana, like I don't
They said there's no obvious reason as to the locations.
What's in Montana?
Ban on new gun
Farms,
licenses,
I thought.
forcing many independent suppliers.
People probably think that about Oklahoma, too. What's in Oklahoma?
48 hours later, and no further developments
days.
from the site of the 12 UFOs.
Already the public expects us to know the answers. I'm Colonel G.T. Weber.
Forrest Whitaker.
Girl, you did some Farsi translations for Army intelligence. You made quick work of those insurgent videos.
Made quick work of those insurgents.
You are on the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations.
Right, because she was teaching some language when we saw her in the classroom.
I have something I need you to translate for me.
Why are you here? Can you understand us? Where did you come from?
How's she gonna translate alien?
Now you heard it. What do you make of it?
That sounded almost animalistic.
Assume they were not speaking at the same time.
Are you sure? Did they have
So
mouths?
how would you approach translating this? You hear any words? Phrases?
I don't know.
So what can you tell me?
That wasn't much given.
Colonel, you mentioned Berkeley. Are you going to ask Danvers next?
Maybe.
Before you commit to him, ask him the Sanskrit word for war and its translation.
She must know that he don't know it, that she's better than him.
She knows she's better than it.
Talks at the United Nations. Meanwhile, financial markets across the Dow Jones Industrial Average points.
That's a helicopter.
It looked like a saucer.
Colonel,
He says it means an argument.
desire for more cows.
Begs.
All right, give me 20.
So they just pulled up and picked her up.
Hey,
Standing on business.
first of all, don't pull up on me like that without letting me know. You gotta give me a phone call, something.
Physicist from Los Alamos. Be reporting to me, but you'll be working with him.
That's what they call it, the UFO.
Priority 1. What do they want?
They call it a shell.
You know, go over, starting with just a handshake binary sequence.
How about we just talk to them before we start throwing math problems at them?
Might be a better start.
Move here. I'll bring the coffee.
That was like a look of respect between them.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Look at all those people. It just stops.
Man, if something like that was to happen, I want nowhere. I don't want to be nowhere near that area.
She wants to be. Just know the documentary Moment of Contact has some of the most believable testimonies I've ever seen. But I can't wait to finish it later on today. Whoa. Not what I was expecting it to look like.
Me neither.
Wow, that's tall.
Look how the clouds just falling off of it looks like mountains. Talk about a way to set up a scene.
Yeah, this is visually very cool. For the size of the shell, I would be afraid of how big they could potentially be.
Facts. Like I would send in the most nicest, like polite, well-speaking person. Not want to make them mad first contact.
You're hoping for an alien like E.T., not like the ones from Signs.
Follow the captain to medical. Take just a few minutes, and then we'll get.
I'll take your cell phones.
She's gonna go up to these
Follow me.
creatures, these beings. Like, she has to see their face.
Even at that house, I don't understand how they expect her to figure a language out that's not from this world.
Louise Banks, Ian Donnelly. When's the last time either of you have eaten?
Night.
Same.
When's the last time you did something stressful?
Does now count?
Carted off in the medevac.
Not everyone is able to process experiences like this. Get some blood from you and give you an immunization dose that covers a battery of bacterial threats. Could you
Make sure they're medically fit to even go in there.
booster is a kick to your system, so you may experience some side effects, nausea, dizziness, headaches, ringing in your ears like you have tinnitus.
That sounded awful.
See what's happening?
Would you go in if you had the chance?
I mean, that's an experience, right? If it's gonna happen.
Gravity starts to shift and glides us out of the room.
Have you found a scientific...
If you watch it play out, you could be a part.
This is Agent David Halper, CIA. Let me get you through to your station. Just remember, we need answers as soon as possible. Where they want, where they're from, why they're here. This is the priority. Yeah. Everyone?
They got a lot of pressure on them.
Respond to anything. Any shapes, patterns, numbers, Fibonacci.
You can't tell what they're saying when they respond to hello. Don't get ahead of yourself.
What have you figured out?
Just getting started. Good morning. This is Dr. Luis Banks. She'll be heading your team.
Dr. Banks. Pleasure.
Dr. Banks is taking over the mission from Dr. Walker. It's a 15-minute walk. You scuba dive before?
All the questions that she has been asked in the last few
Bam,
minutes.
bam, bam, bam.
Nominal. These are just for safety.
So, is there any physical contact with the, am I the only one having trouble saying aliens?
There's a wall, like a glass wall. You can't get to it.
Okay, maybe if there's a wall between us, maybe. I'd do it.
You'll see soon enough. Hurry up.
Right. They don't know if there's toxins in the air or toxins on the alien skin. Or...
Well, that one guy said if they wanted to, they could suffocate them.
Load up in a second vehicle.
It would make sense why they would have to get a booster before they walked in. They have no clue what our body would respond to what's on their planet.
Make sure you hold on to something.
Just riding right there knowing, like, I'm about to see an alien. What is this about to look like?
You would have passed out. You would have made it this far.
It's not even on the ground, yeah.
Whoa. It's like, what is that thing even made of?
Every 18 hours, the door opens up at the bottom. That's where we go in.
Every 18 hours.
So ready to see what they're gonna look like.
Copy, Condor.
My heart's beating for him, I guess.
I know it's scary, but wouldn't it be, if you're somebody who believes in this type of thing, wouldn't it be affirming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It'd still be scary, but affirming. Dude's laughing. Yeah. That's such a long way up, too.
Man.
90%.
It stayed.
Yeah, that just happened.
Oh.
There's so much unknown.
Oh, look.
All right, let's move. Time is wasting. You ready?
Wow.
Let's do it. Condor, I'm proceed with Captain Marks, over. The antechamber, over. It's all good, sir.
Wouldn't that be amazing to see? Not so graceful.
Donnelly, are you all right?
It's Donnelly.
You good? Dr. Donnelly, are you all right? Yeah. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I would have that same reaction. Well, I think they said it opens every 18 hours.
Yeah, it opens every 18 hours, yeah. Oh, never mind. Tunnels got smaller.
Such a brat lot. What's the bird for?
What happens now?
And how's the bird? What's the purpose of this bird? Has so much vibration to it. Well, they made it back.
I wanted to see what the full
I
thing
know.
looked like.
Wanted a closer view. I'm sure we'll get one.
Am I fired?
Better than the last guy. You both have till 0200 hours, figure something out.
Okay, what happens then?
You go back in.
Let's figure this out. I don't want to go back in.
It would be amazing if she could really figure that out.
I just don't know how you expect someone to figure that out.
Pitches, clicks. I don't know how that works.
Violence continues today in the wake of
And the humans are the ones causing the destruction.
the few after the crackdown by the National Guard, a third night of looting across the country.
Man.
That's so sad when that happens. Saddening. Or just in moments of fear or chaos, not necessarily the situation.
What do you have with?
It's bits of conversation from the room, random clips of dialogue.
Really, we have nothing.
They're about to go back up again.
Yeah.
But think though, if you are the one that connects the alien world and the human world, like your name lives on forever.
What's that for?
A visual aid. Look, I'm never going to be able to speak their words if they are taught, but they might have some sort of written language or basis for visual communication.
Okay. Sounds like they're stomping. Could be their form of writing. It's a sign.
Louise, that's incredible.
They could maybe tell she was writing something. It was like ink.
Human.
They are definitely communicating.
Speak and read? That's got to take longer.
You're wrong. It's faster.
Everything you're doing there, I have to explain to a room full of men. First and last question is how can this be used against us? So you're going to have to give me more than that.
And he asked what they were, and the Aborigines said kangaroo.
And the point is?
It wasn't until later that they learned that kangaroo means I don't understand. So, things in there, otherwise this is going to take 10 times as long.
I like how she gets her point across.
And remember what happened to the Aborigines? A more advanced race nearly wiped them out.
Sad.
It's a good story.
Thanks. It's not true. But it proves my point.
This so
She knows
smart.
how to sell what she's saying. She's so eloquent.
Hey, I would have. You had me believing it.
I believe anything she said.
So that's something.
Well, congratulations, you're a parrot.
It's a lot more than that, you cheeky bastard. Don't you see? They can't seem to follow our algebra. Complex behaviors.
They're working with other nations across the world. That's cool.
Well, that doesn't make any sense at all, does it? The problem is not everyone shares our policy of being open with. Have you met General Shang?
Of
Call somebody
course.
Big Domino, whatever Shang.
Of course, humans, some nation would do that.
Understand a why question at all. And biggest of all, we need to have enough vocabulary with them that we understand their answer.
Makes plenty of sense.
Stick to your list. Just don't add anything to it.
When the scientist was talking to the guy from the UK, he said that they were able to form some type of algebra. They were able to do something.
He said they're like something with prime numbers.
Let's get started.
Still don't understand the bird.
I think the bird is what gets them there.
Just has a little curl on the end. Maybe to indicate a question. I don't know.
I think they're getting confused.
Yeah.
Dr. Banks?
What is she doing?
She saw the bird was okay and she took hers off.
Yeah, fine. They need to see me.
Taking off her head vester. Dr. Banks.
She's breathing.
Risk of contamination. Dr. Banks.
I think that's against protobombs.
She's walking toward the screen.
Went from barely wanting to go in there to now this.
Go back to your stations.
But look, she's able to get closer now. And obviously that's going to improve communication. Very interesting. Can't believe she was brave enough to just rip it off and walk up there.
Crazy.
Ian, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Louise.
Screw it.
Is he going to do it?
Everybody dies, right?
Yeah, you're here, man. Might
least-
as well be a part of it fully.
I guess at least go out in a very cool way.
Continue the session. Ian.
Louise. You. Who are you?
Like him leaning forward like I'm trying to see more of him.
This is really such a cool concept.
That's a new one.
I think those are their names. They have names.
Sweet. So they're going to know the difference between them and the individual self.
I was thinking Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Wow.
It's almost like they're swimming, but it doesn't feel like they're in water.
I mean, that was a lot of progress right there. Oh, but she was brave.
She's very brave, very smart. She's very cool.
Team 2, exit your vehicles and continue to the decontamination tent. Leave your respirators on and do not hesitate until you reach the equipment.
You think she got contaminated with something?
Looks like she was had a flashback with her daughter.
You don't need to worry.
Okay, now that we've made like some progress and they don't seem like they want to hurt you, I'd be down to do it. But not until I
Not
knew
at the
that.
beginning.
Not the beginning. I'm out. Is she piecing something together?
Who are they? Trying to answer this in any meaningful way is hampered by the fact that outside being able to see them and hear the heptapods leave absolutely no footprint.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Assuming that the shells communicate with each other, they do so without detection. The air between the shells is untroubled by sonic emission or light wave. Are they scientists or tourists? If they're scientists, they don't seem to ask a lot of questions. Is that Sheena Easton had a hit song at each of these sites in 1980, so we just don't know.
Hey, in advance of Sheena Easton, they gotta be cool.
It had to be Strut.
The first breakthrough was to discover that there's no correlation between what a heptapod says and what a heptapod writes.
Ian walks.
Unlike all written human languages, their writing is semisiographic. It conveys meaning, it doesn't represent sound. Perhaps they view our form of writing as a wasted opportunity, passing up a second communication
Wow, they figured it out?
What?
to make the simplest reply. Next, expanding vocabulary. Louise thinks it could easily take another month to be ready for that.
So they got to spend some time with these.
It's like science is so cool.
Yes, it is. I love how that was just explained to us.
Like I like all the thinking in this one, just like in Goodwill Hunting. Remember that one? That was another like mathematical. It was cool.
Nice out here, huh?
Yeah, it's a nice view.
Away from the noise. You know, I was just thinking about you. You approach language like a mathematician. You know that, right?
She kind of did, didn't she?
I will take that as a compliment.
You gotta get X to get to Y's for the outcome to be Z, yeah.
Yes, she did.
Communication traps that I didn't even know existed. So, what?
So you make me feel dumb.
It's a good thing, though, right? You and I? You seen the jokers that we're working with?
Humans going crazy.
Contamination is a major risk factor at the Montana site, so say environmental pressure group. 800,000 march on Washington to protest the government's handling of the crisis. All this and more special.
They've done a good job so far.
think so,
I think
too.
they did a great job handling it.
Look at these people.
Entire
Most of them
galaxy.
don't even have guns. You could be facing a full-scale invasion, and our president is just willing to sit back and let them walk.
Oh, the media. Hear how they're spinning it.
I'm talking about a shot across the bow. I want to hear what you think. Caller number 1, you're on the air. What do you think about all this?
It's terrible.
Why are you gonna open fire on something like that?
Because we just operate under so much fear. I didn't like the way those soldiers looked at each other when they heard that.
Except one guy who was talking to his wife.
She was freaking out.
He was the one that kept getting them trying to abort the mission when they got out of their hazmat suits.
Planet. That's like the Earth is a planet.
Demon project from Iscariot's class?
Yeah, little nose.
Do you kind of get what's going on?
We had to make up our own TV show, if we had one.
And who are those two people?
That's you and Dad. Show was called Mommy and Daddy Talk to Animals.
Her daughter's giving her hints.
You know it's okay to be sad that your dad
I
and
know.
I...
I'm not.
We both love you very much.
I know. It's just a cartoon. Not real.
Louise? All right?
It does seem as if these flashbacks lead her on to big moments. Breaking.
Because remember she said, I used to believe in beginning and endings, now just beginnings.
Poor mama.
I don't like that. I
don't
hate when they
like
keep
that
going
either.
back to that.
You know, I was doing some reading about this idea that if you immerse yourself into a foreign language, that you can actually rewire your brain.
The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis.
That's interesting.
I mean, I've had a few dreams, but I don't think that that makes me unfit to do this job.
So it is kind of seeping into her life.
Oh, you know, I'm sure they've been up nights and days trying to
Yeah,
figure
her well-being is probably like really affected by all of this.
Do you know Mandarin?
Of course she knows Mandarin. She knows everything.
Pull it up. We got a satellite feed here. Who he's talking to, if you want to look.
Wait, go back. Stop. He's saying that each of the 12 is offering advanced technology. Something about advantage, suits, honor, and flowers. I don't know, that's all.
I don't know what it means either. An hour ago, China mobilized forces, and now Russia's following suit. Start something.
Following suits, honor, flowers. Colonel, those are all tile sets in Mahjong.
How does...
God, are they...
She's too smart.
Well, let's say that I taught them chess instead of English. Every conversation would be a game, every idea expressed through opposition. Victory, defeat, you see the problem?
Setting up that relationship.
Everything's a nail. We need to ask the big question. Ready or not?
Can we just chill? Can we just talk to him?
You know what temperature you use.
But the way she explained that, as if everything's a game and there's an opponent, there's opposition, there's a winner. Everything's like hitting a nail. That doesn't set up a positive feeling between the two.
Right, no, not at all.
Rather than what she's doing, just communicating. Oh wow, look at this.
Trying to communicate.
It's just writing it. Wow.
Do we only have Costello?
Miss Abbott. got something.
What does it say?
Offer weapon.
Offer weapon.
But you saw what they wrote.
Using a word they don't fully
Really, just a warning.
Enough. Luis.
We
Offer
don't know
weapon.
if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool.
Right, because she didn't get to fully form the language.
Right away, we go back in and we clear this up.
It's more complicated than that.
How is it more complicated than that?
The Secretary of Defense is on the line for you.
I really like the way the U.S. has handled it so far.
Fight among ourselves until only one faction prevails.
There's no evidence of that.
Sure there is. Just grab a history book. The British with India, the Germans with Rwanda.
Dang.
Offer weapon. All
What
12
he's
offer
saying,
weapons.
it could just be to just create so much
We're a world
chaos
with no
that
single leader.
how we operate under fear, eventually take out and the strongest ones win.
Weapon now.
But they just didn't seem like angry. And if China and Russia strike them, their response is going to be negative, and that's going to start everything. We're not even going to realize what maybe they're really here for.
Start up a war of worlds.
Galactic war. Universal war.
Whatever they learned in their last session has them spooked. Yes, sir. We have orders to do the same.
These are our allies.
Colonel, you can't shut us down. Put us on radio silent.
We received a message from the
Now we're just...
Damn it!
And they're working so well with other ones.
That's what this means.
No confirmation. They are offline.
Everybody's logging out. Dang.
Never re-entered a session before.
Louise, trust me, okay? We've got time. You just gotta step on it, all right?
Oh, they're going to go back in before the allotted time, usually.
Message said to have provoked the Chinese government to withdraw their scientists from the international mission today.
They got use weapon.
No longer trust the aliens who want to divide us. Humanity must be protected. China has asked for immediate talks at the UN.
So far, it seems like they want everybody to go to war with each other.
Alpha 19er, this is Condor.
Destroy each other from within is what they're trying.
Captain Marks, Condor, not receiving transmission. Squelch twice if you hear mine.
This guy here, I feel like he's gonna do
I
something.
know. He just keeps getting these looks. Always one in every movie.
That said demolition. Oh, it's C4.
He did it. He's just planting it along the way.
The session is finished. You can't go back in. It's dangerous.
Look, we just need 5 minutes. Don't sweat it.
Marks, let him go.
Because that guy's the only one who knows he did it. 4 minutes.
Why do you know?
We've been attempting to hail Captain Mark. The escort units are not responding, sir.
Why not? Said security.
Please, somebody find that C4.
Give technology now.
He tapped on the glass.
I don't know.
Captain.
Yeah, that was a change in behavior.
Okay, this is it. Lock and load. We just need to hold off at the fire on. Load up and get to cover. Stay frosty and we can avoid casualties.
Why? Can he see it? The thing.
I feel like he's like pointing, yeah?
Abby wants me to ride on the barrier.
Can you even do that?
I don't know.
No, he was tapping because he wanted her to do it on that.
I can't do it with both hands.
Oh, another flashback.
It's fascinating.
Look, she's doing it. Oh, 50 seconds.
Louise.
What is that? Seconds.
What is that?
They're having a standoff because they know those men are coming in.
It
saves them. And it took the brunt of it. It knew and it saved them.
How do you feel?
How is Ian?
Same as you. He's okay.
Who did this?
Some soldiers. Been watching too much TV.
Does that not annoy you to no end?
No, take it easy. Take it easy. The site's no longer secure. We're standing by to evacuate.
Why? Like, I feel like they were making progress.
Big progress in that last session.
Leave until they knew you were okay. Your whole tent is on the clock to figure out whatever it is you were given up there.
This is all of it. The feed wasn't interrupted by the explosion.
But are the aliens okay?
As they stay, we have to stay.
You have to listen to her.
Oh, don't let it be nothing bad.
I know, because of course they're gonna think it was an
Just
attack.
because a couple
but it's still
people...
safe. They left. Move to higher ground.
Well, they're not leaving.
Why does this feel worse?
They didn't just take off, they just moved to higher ground.
China is on the offensive. They're positioning their military to blow the alien vessel right out of the sky. And if this happens, we can't sit around waiting for retaliation, so get prepared.
So they're just gonna send more back.
And take a similar stance. With a huge buildup of forces at their landing sites, Pakistan, Russia, and Sudan are thought to be following.
Goodness, this is awful, so terrible.
Not gonna end good.
But it's like, this is how we have reacted for centuries.
Like, it's a competition, but both sides end up happy.
Like a win-win.
More science-y than that.
If you want science, call your father.
Father's a scientist. It's a symbiotic or something like that she's looking for.
I think so.
A formula for faster than light travel. Who can tell? There are too many gaps. Nothing's complete. Then it dawned on me. Right here. Stop focusing on the ones. Look at the zeros.
Now, scientifically, we're gonna figure this out.
In their final session, the aliens said, "There is no time. Many become one. I fear we have all been given weapons. If anyone is receiving this..."
But she's been saying they have no time from the beginning. Even their language doesn't have a time.
There's no time. We're all becoming one.
Even if I did believe you, how in the world are you going to get anybody else to play along and give up their data?
We offer ours in return.
A trade?
It's a non-zero sum game.
Non-zero sum game.
Non-zero sum.
That's it. Thanks.
I love how the flashbacks are helping her figure this out.
Maybe this is their way of being aggressive.
It's not the question.
Well, what is the question?
How do we get you back in that room when it's half a mile straight up?
I think our work here is done. It's in the hands of our superiors now.
He saw her go.
Mm-hmm. They're calling what? That's crazy.
It's like they sent out an elevator pod. But they like her.
I'm surprised Ian wasn't there too, though.
That would be scary. Wait, that looks like the smoke that surrounds them.
She had a vision of that thing and then went out there and it popped and one came out.
She did have a vision. Wow, she's in there. Yeah, she's in there.
This may be one of the coolest movies I've seen.
This is awesome. And the graphics, man. Wow, they are big. We didn't see that top half.
Costello. Where's Abbott?
death process. So they hurt him?
We're sorry. I need you to send a message to the other side.
That's how they're gonna communicate. This is with the aliens sending the message across. They can't get it across the world as humans. To help humanity. In 3,000 years, we need humanity help.
I don't understand. Who is this child?
Daddy talked to animals.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
The music all the time. The bird. Time is linear.
Time
She's been
is
seeing
linear.
the future. Time
Yeah. I think when it put the ink on her earlier, it let her see the future. Remember when I said, is she getting infected or whatever?
This didn't happen yet. I thought that she'd already lived this. Weapon open still.
No way.
So her dad is...
Is Ian.
Holy cow.
You right? What happened?
Doesn't matter now. We have orders to evacuate. Russia and Sudan are following China.
She's just figured it out. She's got to make sense of it all.
Daddy did.
Hannah, honey, your daddy didn't leave you. You're gonna see him this weekend.
He doesn't look at me the same way anymore.
It's my fault. I told him something that he wasn't ready.
She told him, and now it's hard for him to process that and love her knowing she's gonna be gone.
And it's unstoppable.
Ah,
Kind of like you are. Your swimming and your poetry and all the other amazing things that you share with the world.
I am unstoppable.
because there are two different ways somebody could handle that information: love every minute they have with her, or know that the inevitable is happening and it's just gonna hurt even worse.
Louise.
My husband left me.
Are you married? Let's get out of here.
Look, now it's turned more like what we've seen pictures of spaceships looking like.
And it said they were here to help humans because in 3,000 years they will need the humans' help.
Your name is very special because it is a palindrome. It reads the same forward and backward.
Just like how the other language is set up.
That means so we can learn heptapod.
If you learn it when you begin to perceive time the way that, so you can see what's to come. Time, it isn't the same, it's non-linear.
Yes!
But it wasn't enough.
Non-linear time is another concept that I just went down the rabbit hole with too. I think it's fascinating that everything could possibly existing at once.
Good luck.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Hey, Colonel.
I'm gonna find out where we're going.
God, it's mind blown.
God, this is amazing. It's like
You know, I'm sitting
the
there
light
trying-
bulb clicked.
Yeah,
and
trying to process it all.
Goodness. Look, there's it is with all the flags.
Yeah, you
next
see
to
the
it.
other nations.
Dr. Banks, a pleasure.
General Shang.
And he was the one who started the
He
conflict.
was ready to go guns blazing.
Something not even my superior has done.
What's that?
You changed my mind. You're the reason for this unification. All because you reached out to me on my private number.
So now she knows that's what she did.
Now you know. I do not claim to know how your mind works, but I believe it was important for you to see that.
I called you, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
And the only reason she gets that phone number is because she's able to hop into that point in
Oh
time.
my
Do you understand?
yeah.
So like it's kind of working backwards in almost a sense, if you consider time to be forwards and backwards. But since she's popping linearly,
Yeah.
she can get the information.
What are you doing? Changing someone's mind. No, trust me. I mean, 20 seconds. You trust me. Okay. You trust me.
Drop the phone now or we shoot.
He put his body in front of that bullet for her, though.
I'm sorry. You are committing an act of treason. Drop it!
It's done. I'm done.
This is so amazing.
commander-in-chief of the People's Liberation Army that China is standing down.
China will be shared immediately with...
Sifting through information received...
...are now revealing the information they've acquired.
This is a cool
This is the best movie ever. Wow.
This definitely an, like you said, A+ movie.
Now I remember the quote she said at the beginning of the movie about what she used to believe in.
Mhm.
Beginning in it. Now you understand what she said.
The day they departed,
You all right?
despite knowing the journey and where it leads, I embrace it.
It'd be so hard.
And I welcome every moment.
Val, do you think about the beginning when we first saw her hold this baby, knowing what she knows?
Just the moment she's about to tell him.
You know, I've had my head tilted up to the stars for as long as I can remember. You know what surprised me the most? It wasn't meeting them. It was meeting you.
It's almost like she's hugging him because she knows the sadness that's gonna come too.
I forgot how good it felt to be held by this face.
You want to make a baby?
And she still made the choice to do it even though she knew how bad it was gonna hurt. Look at what she was building when you even noticed that earlier.
Goodness gracious. Knowing what's gonna happen.
This is so beautiful, so sad. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
That
Interesting and heart-wrenching.
one of the best movies that we've watched so far.
Goodness, that was amazing, you guys.
Just the tie-ins and the way it
entire film was
kind of
built.
played in reverse once she started seeing things, like how she was getting hints from her life, like before we realized
But
what
the
was
girl
going on.
was from her past.
Yes, like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be one we talk about for a while. I mean, there's just so many little bitty things that we're not gonna have enough time to talk about now. But my gosh, this was such an amazing movie.
I love that how difficult the concept you would think that this movie would be to understand, how incredibly easy they made it for you to understand at the end. There were so many different moving parts that you just didn't necessarily know how they fit in. And it was such an amazing concept, even down to the language and how it was written, and down to when she put her hand up on the glass and she did finally, you saw her go through her body and she sees the future.
Yes.
You didn't know how it was all going to tie in together, but at the end, it was just like this big, huge explosion of a light bulb moment where everything was tied in so perfectly. And like how she figured it out, was like we had that figuring out moment at the same time. It was amazing.
And she said in there, like, once you understand and once you learn their language, you see time different.
Because they did those aliens are already above their time. Well,
Right.
they knew that time was linear.
And like you said, I mean, or like they said, we're here, for help. We need humans' help, and or they're
3,000 years.
Yeah, we need your help in 3,000 years. So he said, we're helping y'all now. But they brought all the nations together.
Yeah, and I love what she did with her daughter's name too. I think that is another really creative thing and really cool thing that they were able to put into the movie.
Because she can see it forwards and backwards.
That
Yep.
was amazing. And then the decision to go and make sure this baby got to have that life. She got to experience that love.
Goodness.
That is it was heart-wrenching, you guys, but this was an incredible top tier, like might be my number one movie, honestly, and that's tough because we've seen a lot of good even franchises here on the channel.
Right.
But this acting, the film, like even how it visually how everything tied in, everything.
How they figured out the language was really cool.
This, I don't think you beat this.
Hey, that's tough. It's tough. It's an absolutely great movie, and thank you guys so much for suggesting it. Wait, we want some more alien type movies. Make sure to drop it down in the comments.
I've been trying for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's been suggested a lot. That was one that I was like choosing between when I saw the suggestions.
Whew, yeah, it's gonna take a while to like kind of settle down and like let my brain rest, because like I just want to process any little details that we missed in this movie. It's definitely gonna be one that we have to watch again.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Over
no
and
doubt
over.
about
This
it.
is awesome.
But thank you guys, as we always send you out of here, no matter what channel of ours it's on. We love you, we thank you, we appreciate you. And remember, every single day that y'all wake up, it is a blessing and that you are blessed. And for you new family members, to hit that subscribe button down below. We welcome y'all to the RSR family, but you have a goal every day, just like we do. Let them know, Mom.
All right, y'all, all you have to do is go out in this world and make somebody smile.
We love you guys. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.